Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the ERA Tier 1 Season number 6, Round number 10 Grand Prix around Silverstone. And it's your boy, Game Boy, today in the comments box, once more again. And yeah, Silverstone, quite a classic track. I'm looking forward to it. We just started qualifying, or session will start in a minute for qualifying, or something is up. And we have started. There we go. So 19 drivers today. And yeah, I'll take you around the lap of Silverstone once somebody comes out of the pits. Meanwhile, I'm gonna check the stream up if the sound is correct. So 1 second, guys. And the sound is perfectly normal. So people are coming out of the box, starting with Katomi in the kick sauber. And yeah, Silverstone today. Quite an historic track, as this is the first Grand Prix of the Formula One championship in general back in 1950. Today is 26 laps, as it is 52 laps on a full distance, but we do half distance today. 300, no, my mistake, is 5.8 kilometers in length, 2 DRS zones, and a total of, 18 corners. You can see the track map on the bottom right. Yeah, no, I expect pole position to be around low 126s, high 25s, if possible, with these tier 1 drivers, which are like aliens. But you're riding on board with Katomi, as he is the first car out on the track today. Going through the final corners to start his lap. Right, great on the exit here to start over the line here, and we're going over the Hamilton straight. Now turn 1, here over here, easy flat. There's a right-hander, don't use the DRS here, of course, because the corner is too tight. Then into turn 3, quite a hairpin style of corner. Same with turn 4, which is village. Then onto the first of the straights, the Wellington straight, DRS right here, boom. And we shall check the first sector time. That will be a 27.0. Long left handle into left field. It's all a U-turn. Keep it tight to the right hand side. Nice on the throttle here. Onto the old start-finish straight. Until 2010, I believe. Then we got Cops Corner flat during qualifying. With heavy fuels in the race, that should be quite a little lift. Then we got Maggots and Beckets over here. That is one of the most iconic corners of the calendar. And ooh, goes a little bit deep there, but makes it stick. 102 at the end of sector 2. Hanger straight here into Stowe corner. And they're not invalidating at all. Then we got the final chicane to round off the lap. Left, right, and quick on the throttle here. Use the outside curb there, and then over the line we go, and we start off at 125.9. So we're already in a 125s. Looks, maybe I'm mistaken, we can even see a 124 instead. Raphael put in a 128. Mert Sim coming over the line. 126.4. There we go, putting his Williams in P2. Next up we have a McLaren of Bakos. Bakos will put his car in P2, taking over the spot from Metsim 126.1. Coming over the line is a Alpine, actually. He's starting his lap. Then we got Failing Tomcat. Failing Tomcat coming over the line, P4 126.6. Tolu then puts his car in P3 126.2 in the White Bull. Then we have the other Red Bull, Jackie, who is quite new to the Tier 1 to ERA, so welcome guys. P7 129.1, where it's a lot of improvement in there still. Cardigasso next, 127.7, 6th position for him. And then we got the RB of Fate. Fate puts it in P4, 126.3. Mercedes next, coming over the line to start this lap. ES Cargo Sim, P7 126.9. Now we see the kick sober going into the pits. The Ferrari next of Alex. Alex, who won the race, of course, last week in Netherlands, Zandvoort. Starting P2 all the way to the win. So let's ride on board with Alex. Let's see how his lap will come out. Nice and tight through village there. Turn 3 and turn 4. Tiny lockups though from everyone in these corners. When on the brakes, Macaulay meanwhile puts his car in 126.0 in P2. So that's an amazing lap from him. So I was right of the high 25s in this case. Alex puts in a purple sector 1 though. Don't know if that's accurate, looking as this is an EA game, of course. You never know what you get. Cops corner. He shifted back though into gear 7 into Magazine Baggett's. On the battery there. DRS open. 102.1 with sector 1 and 2 combined. He's out of battery, almost. Nice over the curb there, not going wide here either. Final corners. Little lock up there too as well. And over the line we go, we will get a 125.7, puts his car on provisional pole position with the Ferrari. Next up we have Rafael Neves. He improved by 3/10, but not in position, still in P12. And I believe we have the failing Tomcat. He actually invalidated, so he's coming into the pits. MK7 Hitch, he is not on the lap though. He's gonna start one, I presume, as he has full battery. Or actually did put his lap in and goes into the pits. Then we go to Kyle, aka Ryan. Has not put in a lap yet. It's quite a slow day today on the track. Goes into the pits as well. People are coming out of the pits, as you can see on the minimap. The bottom right corner. So everyone coming into the pits. Next up we have, I believe, Mert Sim, who will be the first one to set an reasonable lap time, as he is the first one to come out of the pits again. So yeah, the top 13 already has put a time in. Only one without a time is Infinity Otron, DRS Icris, Kyle and Curry. So we'll see what they can do once they come out of the box. Icris and Curry, of course, out, so does Infinity. And it's reasonable to keep your tires warm here, because cold tires are not good for corners such as Village here, which are quite sharp and quite heavy braking. But yeah, Mertsin, the first one to start another lap time over the track. On the battery there. Through turn 2. 3 here now. And these are the heavy braking corners that I mentioned. There was a McLaren there spazzing out. I think that's Escargo though. Yes, it is. he is actually down on this time by 35 thousandths. So he's not improving through Sector 1, Met Sim. He had a great exit here though, onto the old pit straight. On the battery there, now off it, over the curb, through Cop's corner. Ooh, touches a little bit of the grass there. Maggots and Packets. Full throttle here, brake. And it's all about the exit here. Goes a little bit deep though. And now he is up on his time by 3/10. He is improving now, but he is out of battery though. Pretty much nothing to use. Toe corner. Great exit, didn't go wide there. Final part of the track. Ooh, a little bit unstable at the exit of turn, what is it, 14. Puts his car in P2 though, 125.8. Very nice lap from Mert. Coming up as Bakos then. He did not improve, 3.5 seconds actually off his time. And who do we have then? Is that Curry? It is Curry. He's coming over the line now, and it is a 126.7, puts the car in P11. Next up we have a Ferrari of DRS Maestro. He is starting his lap now. DRS Maestro, of course, unfortunately not able to drive last week. I believe Cardigasso improved, or Icarus, either one of them. Ooh, and Icarus, he's sliding all over the place. Not finding the grip here through these corners. But next up we have the other Aston Martin, who's not improving, 6 seconds down. That's going nowhere. But Escargot is on a lap. Let's see what Escargot can do. A little bit of a slipstream right there. Every 10th, every 1,000th count. Through Stoke corner there, over the curb. Nicely done, not over the line, goes into the pits. And I believe that's MK7H. Yes, it is. MK7H also on a lap. Ooh, a little bit on the throttle there. But comes out P6 though, 126.1. Great lap from him. We could also just came over the line. P5 for him now. And let's see what Icarus can do. Icarus now goes onto the grass. No clue what's happening here, ladies and gents. Goes into the pits though. Quite a late decision from Icarus to go into the pits, mate. Damn. Cardigasso starting his lap now. And DRS Maestro invalidated. Alex Cargo improves us in his time. 125.3, so we're already in the low 125s. That's a great lap. Jeez. Bailing Tomcat goes into the pits. Next up we have Raphael. On the battery, over hanger straight, sector 3 now starting. He is improving by 3/10 though. Through Stoke corner. Finals corners of the track. Keep it within the lines. Very well done. On the throttle, and it's going to be a 127.3. Puts him in a P15. Nicely done. And I think that's a Williams now. Cardigasso. He is also improving by 10th, 2/10 actually, coming over the line of sector 2 into sector 3. And he is saving some battery on hanger straight. He's going to use it out of this corner, I presume then. Final corners here, left, right. And another kink of the final corner of Silverstone. Ooh! Loses the car there. Manages to catch it. Still improves by a 10th, but not in position though. or actually does improve in position, took the Icarus away. The 16 from Icarus. So is anyone on the lap now? I don't think it is. Altron just finished the lap. He's down on battery. So with only a few minutes to remain in qualifying, 3 minutes to go, and yeah, we have Alex Caru-Goat on provisional pole as it stands with a 125.3. Half a second clear of Mert Sim in P2. So I'm looking forward to what these drivers can do on another lap. Once everyone comes out of the box within a minute. And they are jockeying for position over Altron and Cardigasso. Who's going to go first into the pits or onto the track? And I believe Katomi is on the lap though. Yes, he is. He puts in the first time of the day with a 125.9. Now on his second run. Is he improving? No, he's down only slightly, 18 thousandths. And there's a car on the track there. What is that? Is that Tolu? It is Tolu. He was on the racing line there. Jeez. Luckily he was ghosted though. But Katomi now through Cops Corner there. Maggots and Beckett's coming up. And Bacchus GT puts his car in P2. 125.8. Very good lap from Mr. Bacchus third. But going back to the Kicksauber of Katomi. Kept it very nice through there, not over the line. And there's a little bit of battery to use there on the exit here. And he's gonna put his car in P2 125.5. Very close to Alex. Who's Alex, meanwhile, too confident to go out again. It says this lap time is the pole lap time, guys. Infinity. Oh, it's actually Kyle who just went over the line to start his lap. So does one of the Haases at the end now. So Raphael and Archer also decided that this is the best they can do. In 15 and 16, 127.3 and 127.5. So Infinity now coming off the line. He's half a second up on his time. So is he going to improve? Yes, he does. P5 for the Japanese. 125.9. Also in the 125. Let's go. Next up we have a Williams of Mert who invalidated. Katomi goes into the pits. And is that McCulley right behind him? Yes, it is. McCulley is also up in this time. Half a second too. So he's in the fight for pole here, or the front row. And he puts his car in P3. Also 125.5. Great lap from Mr. McCulley, who is now a title challenger with the absence of Colombo today, who is leading the standings as it stands. 10 points between them. So McCulley might take the lead of the championship today. The DRS Maestro. Final person on a reasonable lap. P9 for the DRS Maestro. 125.9. So all the way from 1st to 9th, all in the 125s, all amazing laps, of course. So yeah, it's Alex Caruco with his amazing 125.3 to start on pole position today. That was just a Jesus Christ lap, my guy. So yeah, it's Alex on pole with Katomi next to him on the front row, Macaulay and Kyle sharing the second row there. Bakos, Mertzin, MK7H, Infinity, Dearest Maestro, and Toto rounding off the top 10. Then we have Faith, Failing Tomcat, Curry, Escargo, Chris, Rafael Neves, Artron, Cardigasso, and Jackie to round off the grid, guys. And now we have a 3 to 5 minute break for people to change their setups or even the strategies. And yeah, I was about to tell the chat to not ready up, but seems like LaRoger already did it for me. Thank you, LaRoger. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting race today. The pit lane, of course, is about 30 seconds in length when you make a pit stop, which is quite hectic. I think therefore the one-stop strategy is the favorable one today. And it's going to be a medium hard, I presume, or hard medium. But yeah, of course, you can throw in a surprise on the soft tires, as we see multiple people on the soft tires on the race director. But yeah, I'm gonna take off for 3 minutes and I'll be back before the race starts. So keep tuned and we'll be back shortly. All right, everyone, and welcome back. We just given the ready up for the drivers to start the race. Now we can see in the race director, many people have switched to the mediums and to the hard tires. As Cargo and Jackie still on softs, though we might see that change before the race starts, 30 seconds from now. So yeah, 19 drivers today. I'm excited, of course. First, we have a formation lap to warm up your tires. Very important for the hard runners to warm them up good, as it's way more difficult to do that compared to the mediums, of course. So yeah, there we go. Alex starts the formation lap. Let's already put in some telemetry there as well for in a moment. So tires, yeah, and Escargot changed, smart. Jackie didn't. He is still on the soft tires on last place. But yeah, if you do the same than everyone else, then the chances of winning are less, of course. So we're waiting for these drivers to go to the grid slots. So it's quite a long track as well, as we already saw with the 125 in lap times. And it's quite fast too, a very flowing Silverstone. Average top speed of average speed around here is in the 240 kilometers, I believe, if not higher. So yeah, Alex now going to his grid slot. On the start-finish straight we go. Hamilton straight, this one, named after the legendary Lewis Hamilton, after winning the 7th title. Alex misses his slot actually there and is now further behind. Jackie is ghosted though. I don't think he's in his car. So yeah, here we go. Now at the front of the field, 5 red lights, and it's lights out. Away we go. Who has the best start? Looks like Katomi has the best start, taking the lead straight away. Moikoli also has a better start than Alex. Ooh, side by side after turn 1 there. But Katomi takes the lead straight away on the medium tires. Kyle on the hards, and we see some switching behind them side by side for Village, and that's Infinity. Is it? No, it's actually the other Mercedes of Kyle there. Ryan on the charts here, side by side for Infinity and Bakos. Infinity taking the place on the outside now through left field. And Bakos takes the position, P7 for the McLaren driver. Nicely done there. Going back to the front, it's Moikoli and Alex. Moikoli wants the position. He is on the softer tire though. And Alex is having none of it. Goes wide in the process for the dirty air. So that was a great start from Kotomi there. Taking the lead straight away on the hangar straight now. And now a nice view of all the cars on one line there. All back to back. Going to the back of the field, Rafael Neves getting overtaken by Atron around the outside. And now we're seeing something here, and no, everyone's still in a train there. Cardigas, Jackie meanwhile is able to stay close, even though I don't think he's in the car. Let me check if he needs an invite though. Don't see anything on the Discord pop-in. Ooh, and Infinity is losing quite a lot of positions. He spawned out of Village, turn 4. Oh no, the Mercedes of Infinity is facing the wrong way at the exit of turn 4. That's very unfortunate. Still has the DRS though, but doesn't matter now. Icarus and Kyle going side by side through the left field. Around the outside, the Mercedes overtakes Kyle. Icarus, nicely done from Kyle there. And we have a DRS straight. This is only the second lap, of course. Everyone's still within a second. Going to the top of the field. Will Alex attack straight away? He is using the battery though, but he cannot overtake. It's too far behind. Now going to Cardigasso. Ooh, very close to Rafael there. Not close enough though. So all back to back here in a nice train, a little chuk-chuk, as we can say it. Affinity doing his job now to get back to the field, back to DRS territory. Oh, and here we have the nice helicopter shot. I'll stay as long with this one as possible, as it's the best shot of EA can give us. It's not often we give it. We can have it, but here it is, guys. Lap 3 now of 26 today. Through Cops corner. Ooh, geez, Alex was a little bit unsettling on the exit of Cops there. And is very close to Katomi. Ooh, Katomi loses the back end a little bit there. 4/10 the difference between them. And still not close enough to make the overtake. Very close through here. Next up we have Rafael and Cardigasso. Cardigasso taking position. Ooh, and this is Rafael coming back though on the inside. Stays behind though. Archeron and Icarus going side by side to the final corners as well. Icarus around the outside here. Don't touch my car. And takes the position. Icarus back into P14. Kyle overtakes Escargo on the Hamilton straight. And Katomi! Katomi lost the lead there. Side by side to Village though. Who is having the DRS? Kyle is having the DRS. No, Alex has the DRS. So Alex takes the lead of the race. And is that McCulley? Yes it is. Going down the inside of Lovefield there as well. Katomi losing 2 positions on one straight. Ooh, and he had such an amazing start too. Now back into P3. And at the back, Jack E, who is still not in the car, so that doesn't worry me at all. Bacchus is, ooh, and we see both the RS from Bacchus going over the line at Cop's corner there. So don't pick up too many track limits, otherwise you will get a 3-second penalty, of course. Just like Escargo does right now. Speak of the devil. And Rafael Neves as well. Jeez. Now back to the front. Very close here. And actually Tolu. Tolu was side by side with Bacchus there for a moment. Unable to make the move. Tolu, of course, on the hard tires. So he's looking to go long. Same goes for Kyle and Alex. And back to the front. Is McCulley gonna make an overtake? No, he stays behind though. Saving the battery in the process. But is Fate gonna stay behind? He has the battery as... No, he'll stay behind as well. Artron then. Artron is on the battery. He's going for an overtake. Around the outside of Lovefield. Can he do that? Ooh, a little bit of contact there. And ooh, loses the car. Lucky that he didn't, that he ghosted, otherwise he has cut Rafael Neves off there. But yeah, Archeron and Icarus came together. And DRS Maestro, what happened? DRS Maestro is in the barrier! He crashes his car at the exit of Maggots and Beckett, and that's a safety car! DRS Maestro, our first DNF of the day. So it looks like we have our DNF Maestro back. Alex in the pits. Everyone is going into the pits. Sim picked up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh no. And Tolu is gonna lead the race. Everyone is in the pits. Alex has decided to go to soft tires. That's very brave, my friends. I'm gonna tell you that. Totally the only one who has not pitted on this opportunity. But as tires are only 5 laps old, they're not that worn, I suppose. Though F125, they of course increase the tire degradation for each tire by 100%. Cardigasso now has his opportunity. Come back to the grid, to the field. So you're looking at the penalties. Was that I believe Sim got 10 seconds though, but he doesn't show it anymore. So either he already lost it in the pits there, I presume. And the grid got shaken up a little bit. Everyone making the pit stops. So you're now Tolo leading the race behind the safety car. Bernd Meinlander doing a great job in that Mercedes there, the AMG GT Black Series. And DRS Maestro leaving the race as it stands, already out of the pits there. And Alex Caro goes back into the pits. So is he going to another set of hard tires to finish the race on? Interesting. Is he though? He's going to hard tires. Yes, he is. Fresh ones. So he's gonna look to finish the race on these. So the safety car hurt him badly though now, as he's gonna go to the back of the grid of the field now. Macaulay, of course, started on mediums and now on the fresh hards. He can finish the race too. And that will be a massive point swing in terms of the standings though, overtaking Colombo for the lead, championship lead. But yeah, with that, Alex now has a lot of work to do to get back to the front. A hell of a lot. And this is his teammate, DRS Maestro, who caused a safety car. So that's very unfortunate. So yeah, the safety car will go on for, I think, at least one more lap. As we're gonna start in lap 8, I presume. I might be wrong though. I just think it will. So nothing much to add here, tire-wise. Jackie was not in the car, but this Kyle actually, who went to the medium tires. You can't finish the race on those, so he has to pit again. And like I said, the safety car does go around one more time. And yes, indeed, Guardians, DNF Maestro strikes again. Episode number 5 this season. So, nah, jokes. And instead, Icarus and Ascar are going side by side, though. Saw a little bit of position switching there. Can happen. Right, this lap at the back of the safety car Silverstone is quite a long lap to get round off. So it's gonna be taking at least another minute before we actually start. But just sit back, relax, because we have quite a show on our table here. And it's Kyle, actually Alex. Keep switching the names up, Alex. Starting from the back now, P17 on the first tires. Having a lot of work to do to get back to the front. Of course, leading the race. And now heading the pit twice because he started on the hard tires. I'm leaving all nice gaps though, for if anyone makes sudden actions that you can avoid or have the chance to brake. But you have to stick within a 10 car gap to the driver in front. And safety car is coming in. Safety car is coming in, and let's see when Tolu will restart the race. Of course, no overtaking until over the line. I'm sticking up quite long there. Question is, when will Tolu go? When will he go? Still nice and slow. And he goes now. It looks like he's taken off. Tolu in the lead. Waikolu following straight after. On the battery though, is it looking to make an overtake into village? Straight away. Ooh, a little bit losing the backhand there. Cyber straight to turn 2. Inside line of turn 3 village. Oh, and they collided. Tolu losing the backhand there. Now losing positions to MK7 Hitch and Bakos GT as well. Unsettled the car, the little contact. Now back to Ryan, aka Kyle, on the back of Curry. He's gonna try to make a move here. No, he doesn't. Stays behind for now. Ooh, and he is touching his backhand there, sniffing an exhaust. Alex making the overtake on Infinity there. So that's one closer to the front of the field. Ooh, Matsup Kotomi there. Fighting for P9 as it stands. Kotomi, of course, on the front row. And now also back in P9. So also Kotomi having a lot of work to do. Get back. And is that Fate? Fate very close to failing Tomcat. Ooh, and is looking for the outside line here. Side by side. Failing Tomcat keeping his car planted there. Keeping the position in the process. And Fate now using the battery to get up to the back end of that car. I was looking at the inside, not making the move yet. And goes off track in the process. Goes deep at turn 4. Watch out for the return on the track there. Match Sim getting past as well, so fade back into P10. And now Ryan, oh, Ryan says, hurry up, man. I need to go. Hurry up. Bump drafting the driver here. Curry, ooh, another touch there. Side by straight to there. Oh, it goes off track in the process. That would have cost him a track limit there. And now side by side into Magus and Baggins. It's a smart move. Oh, it makes it stick though. That was very risky, but he made it stick. So Kyle overtaking Curry there in Maggots and Beckett's. And Tolu's old tires are not helping him at all. He already lost the DRS to the top 3. 3 seconds to gap between them. Ultra Memo picks up a track limit penalty. Failing Tomcat now the next one to look for a gap to make a move. Because the top runners are running away. We're very close there into the braking zone. Now DRS opening up right here. He's gonna make a look for the overtake. Yes, he does. Our outside. Lovefield, ooh, Tolu keeps his car planted there. Also him budging, hurry up please. Let me by. And the Mercedes of Infinity though, spun round at the exit of Lovefield. Unfortunate, mate. Very unfortunate. Matt Sim and Curry fighting though. Curry Mill picking up a 3-second penalty for track limits, but went off track there. So did anything happen going into Maggots and Beckett? He has no battery to use though. So he's vulnerable. A failing Tomcat still chasing Tolu down. Ryan and Katomi following. Village over here, nice and tight. Alright, Chris, getting overtaken by Alex. So Alex now into P11, looking to get some moves done. And is now, ooh, he is sniffing, but escargot ate for breakfast there. My gee. Goes around the inside here. Turn 6, turn 7 now. Made it stick though. Alex into turn in P10. Curry now right in front of him. Curry with no battery to defend with. And into Maggots and Beckett's. Failing Tomcat lost a little bit of time compared to Tolu. And is now under pressure from Kyle there. But now instead of under pressure from Kyle, Kyle's under pressure from Katomi. And Alex making the move on Curry. DRS right open and flying past. Ooh, and failing Tomcat and Kyle side by side through the final corners. That was looking like Katomi almost taking out the Mercedes there, but Kyle overtaking failing Tomcat now for P5. So he's now chasing the Tolu down with the older tires. And I think an incident happened with Fate. He lost a lot of positions, now down into 18th last on the field. Katomi around the outside, looking to make a move though. Correcting the car and actually got the switch back by Mert Sim. Mert Sim now taking P7 from Katomi there. Out of Lovefield. And we have a spinner. Is that Cardigasso? Yes it is. Cardigasso out of Lovefield also spun. Now into P17. So I'm wondering how long these medium tires of Kyle will go for. I don't think he will make it to the end of the race with these. But I'm up for a surprise, of course. top 3 drivers still remain the same, all within DRS, just comfortably leading the race. Matt Sim and failing Tomker. Matt Sim also overtaking the Aston Martin. And Fate, while he goes into the pits, got a 10-second penalty and retires though. So we won't see him back in the race. But yet these drivers all remaining very close, and Alex making the move on Katomi as well. Letting him back pass Alex. I don't think, quite curious what if anything happened there, because Alex doesn't just let people by. Probably just to give the position back. So Katomi now actually lost the DRS to the train ahead of him. Kyle now so much closer to Tolu than the laps before. First it was failing Tomcat trying to make a move on Tolu. Didn't work out. Now next up we have Kyle trying, aka Ryan. AKA change your name 1,000 times for the commentary. So yes, top 3 it remains the same. It's actually Tolu still under pressure here. And as everyone has a DRS, making an overtake stick is quite difficult though. So everyone has the same advantage. Now following is quite difficult too. Dirty air kicks in like corners of cops here. High speed corners which you have to lift though. As the following car goes off track as well, Kyle, in the process. That's how much the dirty air has an effect on the cars behind. But 5/10's the gap now. Is it close enough though? Tolu has so much battery to use to defend. But that's not gonna work out. Alex still chasing this back, still chasing Katomi for that P8. And failing Tomcat goes into the pits. So he's the first guy to pit on hard tires actually. Which is quite interesting. Oh, what was that? That was Carl! Oh, I heard the bang of the wall and Carl into the wall. Oh, and my throat tickles again from the talking. But yeah, Carl into the wall there. Does he have damage? Yes, he has no front wing whatsoever. And it's actually a safety car. It is a safety car. That will work out for Alex. Okay, I'm back. We got our regular Game Boy cuffs. But Jack Curry, meanwhile, speeding under the safety car, picks up the drive-through penalty, which is quite hectic around this track. Pit lane is so long around here and so slow. 60 kph compared to the average, to the normal 80. And yeah, everyone is going to pit. Should be pitting though. And this works massively for Tolu as well, who hasn't pit yet. And will now go to the medium tires to finish the race. So safety car has worked in his favor though. Very much. And everyone goes switching to medium tires. So does Alex. So looking back at it, the soft tires may have gone to lap 17? Who knows? But you can never predict a safety car coming. It either comes or it does not. You never know. Unless it's tracks like Monaco, though. Oh, and GT almost collecting my Cully there. As my Cully had to brake for the safety car. But yeah, now that I'm seeing it, Bakos actually switched positions with MK7 Hitch. So he's up into P2. And we see some drivers pitting for hard tires as well. Mertson, Failing Tomcat, and Katomi, one of them. So they think the medium tires will wear out too fast within the remaining 10 laps, including this one. And the next one, there's that safety car. So that's practically very low to no tire wear at all. And Cardigasso also unfortunately has decided to DNF in the safety car. Same goes for Curry. So we won't see those drivers back in the race either. Now only 15 remain. Or actually 14. Jackie not in his car. Indeed. Safety car, of course, cannot go forever. Minimum of 3 racing laps in the game or 2 racing laps. Minimum, as the safety car has to come in. Although we will by long not reach that far. And I reckon the safety car will come in this lap. As the final car, Infinity now has caught up to the field as well. Majority of the drivers on the medium tires. Some penalties. 3 seconds for track limits. But yeah, Carl, that was quite a crash into the wall there at the start-finish straight. I think he lost his car in the final corners and went straight in the process. Now with a new wing and everything, came back onto the field in P13. Also on the hard tires. So you can either push those a little bit harder though. Oh, and what is Raphael doing? Some massive tire warm-ups there. Quite unorthodox to see. Yeah, safety car will come in this lap. I don't know what the AI of Jackie is doing. EA is on the mendem today. But yeah, Moikuli, the driver to lead the charge here. The safety car restart. Where will he go onto the throttle? Will he go on the throttle before the final corners or in the final corners? And he goes now! Moikuli still leading. Of course, no overtakes before the line. And the final 8 laps of Silverstone Grand Prix are underway now. And Moikuli leading Bakos GT in P2, followed by MK7H, the current podium sitters as it stands. Tolu following, Alex meanwhile overtaking Katomi side by side for Village. Katomi on the hard tires, Alex on the mediums, makes the move stick though on the outside there. And now up into P7. That was a great move actually. So everyone within DRS ranges, of course no DRS first lap after the safety car. Second lap in, it activates. Ooh, and Katomi is taking a lot of curb and Megas and Beckett's there. Quite crazy how that does not unsettle the car though. As you can take those curbstones quite fast and hectic. And now lap 19, DRS enabled from this lap onwards to the end. And MK7 is struggling to follow Moikuli though. Gap 9.5. Baco still having the DRS here. But Moikuli is pushing though. He wants that rear wing advantage gone for Baco's there. Alex overtaking failing Tomcat in the process as well. DRS overtake, simple as it can get. MK7H is second down. So unable to stay close with the top two there. 1.1 seconds the gap. It's out of battery 2. And now all on the straight here. Infinity actually being really close to Artron as well. Artron of course also having the DRS. As the pack is still bunched up from the safety car. And I still see yellow flags on my screen. I don't know why that is. It's clear green flag conditions, but it is EA after all. Yeah, Alex now getting back into the DRS zone of Mert Sim. DRS territory. So his medium tires are working out. Has overtaken failing Tomcat and Katomi out of the safety car. And now chasing Mert Sim. Also on the hard tires. And looking at Tolu though, Tolu only 2/10 away from MK7H going onto the straight. Has a lot of battery to use as well. So is Tolu going for a possible overtake? MK7H is saving though, and so does Tolu. Tolu stays behind as it stands. Not wanting to mess with position as it stands. Kyle overtaking Rafael Neves onto Hangar Straight. Kyle, ooh, clips a curb a little bit at the inside there and goes wide. And now on the start-finish straight, Hamilton Straight, of course. Is very close to Icarus. You can see a dive bomb into turn 3. It stays behind though. Quite clever. Ooh, and that's Ascargo losing the back end of the car a little bit through the corners. And now Kyle on the battery, he's attacking Icarus for P10. Icarus defending as well. Icarus staying in P10 as of now. So, yeah, Kyle not making the move as of yet. MK7H picked up a penalty though, 3 seconds for track limit. That's gonna hurt him very badly though, as everyone behind him is within DRS territory of each other. But yet Tolu on the battery. Ryan picks up another track limit penalty, so that's 6 seconds for him now. Ooh, something happened over Rafael Neves and Infinity side by side. Infinity taking P12 there. Oh, and that's Rafael Neves struggling with the traction there out of the corner. Now back to the front, Alex Caro. So close to Matt Sim in front of him. So close as he can sniff what he ate. The nice CO2 emissions coming from the exhaust of the engine. Into left field. Ooh, Matt Sim defends there by turning in early. Making sure there's no gap to take advantage of. And MK7, he's just struggling. He's struggling on those tires. But going to the front, 2 tenths, 3 tenths between the top two drivers. And McCulley has a lot more to use to defend. So there's nothing gonna happen here on the hangar straight. Yeah, and these drivers, with all having the DRS advantage, it's just so difficult to overtake as well. Especially with the dirty air of the car in front through the high-speed corners of Cops and Maggots and Beckett's. And Tolu sitting with a nice full battery under his in his back with the engine, but you're unable to make the move yet. But yeah, that penalty is gonna send MK7H back to P6 though. So from podium to P6, that's quite a big letdown. Archer picks up another penalty as well for track limits. Unfortunate mate. And 2.5 laps remaining, and it's all eyes on the top two here. Who's gonna go running away with the win here? McCulley, of course, fighting for the championship lead. 10 points between him and Colombo, who was unable to race today. And yeah, these four drivers, they're just staying with each other. Unable to do anything. Or actually, ooh, it looked like Tolu was using the battery there and getting very close to MK7. Letting his intentions clear, making his intentions clear. I'm still here. Move aside. Ooh, I think that's quite a little bit of a connection error from my side. But we're still here. And Sim very close on Tolu now as well. But yeah, of course, Tolu with that nice battery level can stay clear of Sim and close to MK7. Oh, and Tolu is getting very close to the back end of MK7 here. And we have a spinner of Artron at the end of Love exit of Love. So he's getting back now onto the throttle there. Top two are still fighting, 1 lap remaining. Tolu and MK7 is finally going side by side through Stowe Corner, and it is Tolu who takes the position, or is MK7 come back? No, he doesn't. MK7 stays behind, and Tolu takes P3 off his hands. Says that position is mine, sir. Give it to me. Ooh, and MK7 now coming back at him. Very close. He's gonna stay behind into finish, and that's Matt Sim collecting MK7 there into turn 3. Matt Sim retired on track there instantly. So we're gonna look at that as a stewards. But your final lap drama over here. And Alex now all the way into P4. Can he get P3 for the podium off Tolu's hands now with in the final lap on the Hanger Straight? Half a lap remaining. And McCulley is burning. He's putting some distance between himself and Bakos. Bakos having nothing of energy to stay close. So yeah, it looks like McCulley is going for the win today. Taking maximum points. While Colombo is having an off day today. And yeah, Alex Cardogo now very close on Tolu as well. Tolu has equally as much battery as Alex, so he can defend quite well. But yeah, MK7H and Madsen in the final lap collected each other and went off track though. And it is McCulley who wins round number 10 of ERA season number 6. The Silverstone Grand Prix, followed by Bacchus GT in P2. Tolu takes P3 to round off the podium. Alex from pole position down into P4. MK7H over the line at P6, but with the 3-second penalty, failing Tomcat now picks P5 from him. Gatomi in 7th, and Kyle in 8th. Chris in 9th, followed by Ascargo. Rafael Atra now coming over the line as well. He has a 3-second penalty, so he will come behind Infinity. Infinity taking the position of him. But yeah, that was quite a hectic final lap, ladies and gents, from the Silverstone Grand Prix today. Jeez, we'll have a look at that in the stewards at the incident reports. But yeah, it is McCulley taking maximum points today. Very nicely done, sir. Welcome back to the winning positions. Taking the fastest lap as well, so that's an extra 2 points as well. But yeah, McCulley Bauchiti on the podium. And it is all the way down to P13. All the finishers, Jackie, not in this car, so he will be DSQ'd. Mersin, who had a final lap collision with MK7H as he into turn 3, retired on track, I will repeat. And Curry all the way down to DRS Marshall, of course, retired in the pit lane. So very unfortunate of them. But geez, that was quite a race to watch, ladies and gents, especially the last lap. Quite hectic, my god. But yeah, that was a great race. And next up, next week, we actually have Imola on the list for round 11. So we'll look forward to that. It is actually one of my favorite tracks, Imola. But yeah, good that you're all here. Thanks for watching, everyone. And yeah, this is the Silverstone Grand Prix round 10, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a nice evening, day, afternoon, morning, wherever on the planet you are, and see you next time. Bye bye.